Cool.
Something simple. And what I wanted today is to introduce ourselves, and I think we have done that. Then I'll introduce R, and then some objectives for this meeting. Okay. Now,
Sounds great.
we have introduced ourselves. I don't have the names of everybody here, just some of the familiar ones. That's one we had. And the question is, why should you study R? Number one, it's a free software. It's not like QGIS or ArcGIS or some like there's a SPSS. I don't know whether it is free. Even if SPSS is free, it's not as good as R. And also, it's not like this other MATLAB. MATLAB is not free, but it is very good. But this R is it is free. There are no hidden payments or cost anywhere. When you download it in your computer, you are free to use it the way you want it. Now, there is a large community of the data scientists and the R stars. So there's so many sources of information where you can know how to code, how to visualize your data, how to arrange your data in so many ways. And to some of the community is found on Twitter, the R stats. We have the Tidy Tuesday R Studio community. Let me show you. Let me go online just for a minute and let me show you something. I hope my computer is not slow. Okay. As it is loading now, okay, just a minute. So there is this community of Tidy Tuesday. No, Tidy Tuesday is a group of people who came up with this concept, whereby every week they post data that they release to this community for them to analyze the way they want it and visualize the way they want it. There's an R Studio community that also answers questions when there are errors. You can just put it on your Google and then it gives you an answer. There is this community called R for data science. There's a community of R ladies. This is a consortium of ladies who want to study R in Nairobi. This for ladies, and this Nairobi.
How did you know about it?
How do I know about it?
How did you know about it? R ladies know.
Oh, they are ladies. I have a friend who is an organizer. He's a member. He's a member of the committee organizing it. She's a friend of mine.
Right.
And we have Nairobi R. No, this is for there's no ladies or whatever. Then there's the international one for ladies only. It's called the R ladies. So if you, all this is on Twitter. Let me go online. Let me get it to my Twitter account. I hope you also can see this, right?
Right, I can see it.
Okay, good. Now, if you come here and search, maybe I've said Tidy Tuesday. It's called tidy is meaning the tidying of your data. Tidying of your data. Tidy Tuesday.
Right.
Let me just show you. I just want to show you this community, some of these communities here. Oh, it's happening. Now you can see, for example, this is data that was posted for this week, and this gentleman took that data and tried to visualize it. So this is a community where you can learn so much from them. There's this one also who made this kind of a graph and just posted it online. Then you can learn from it. There is this other guy also. This was on, I don't know whether you watched a series, an American series called Chopped. It's a cooking series for cooks or chefs or something like that. Then you have the Chopped theme episodes. This is data that for Tidy Tuesday that was posted there, and now people learn from it. Something else, one interesting thing about R is that you can take somebody's code and run it in your R and it does the same thing. So if you see something like this and you want yourself to generate it, you don't have to copy it. You can just click that link that person has provided, and then you can copy that code and paste it in your R environment, and then it does everything that it does to the other person's computer. Exactly that. So that is the beauty with R. You don't have to. If you create a code today, you can use it any other day. No, that is the code of that person that they used to generate everything. Now, this might look so complicated, but with the time you see it is very simple. You just need to understand the back.
It is complicated.
Okay. Now that is Tidy Tuesday. and so many other things. You see here, Tidy Tuesday, there is R for data science. There's a huge community of which we'll learn about, and people who can help you to go about R.
Right.
Yeah, and also that if you want the data, there is that Tidy Tuesday. Yeah, let me try. If you also go on YouTube, there are so many tutorials on how to do some of this. No, this is the data of the Tidy Tuesday community. The one they come here, download the data, and then you visualize it the way you want. No, this week's this Tuesdays was chopped. Last week it was extinct plants, of which I participated. Avatar, or I don't know whether you watched the series. European energy. So much data that you can practice by, and also visualize it and share it with that community. You can become part of that community by just posting your codes. Now that is, these are ladies, it is there. If you go at your Twitter and hashtag all those things, you'll find them there. And say there's data availability through Tidy Tuesday, and there's also one called Cargo. We'll know as we go on. There are so many tutorials on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, there are so many of them on R. If you want to do anything, maybe you are in fisheries like myself, I want to know how to do something maybe like maybe something reproduction with what and that, I can just search that and I'll get it how to do it in R. No, it's open source ended, meaning that you can do anything that you want with it. You can alter it. It's not fixed. You can do your own thing, and you can even expand its capability through what they call packages or libraries. No, it is a computer language that is close to human language. You'll understand it quick. It's not like C++ or C that is a little bit hard. No, there are also books available. Like there's a book, there's so many books of them. I have so many of them here that I'll also share with this group. There is a R book.
So there's a question, Dan.
Yes, yes.
So you've heard of a language called Python?
Python, yeah.
Is Python easier than R, or R could be easier than Python?
Okay, I've not been so much into Python, but Python is for people who really want to code. It's a little bit difficult because it was people who want to code for daily. That's what they do. They just code.
Okay.
This one is for people who are scientists. Just maybe you want to do your data analysis, you want to visualize this and the other. Okay, Python is, you can say Python. They're almost the same in terms of usability and their benefits. But R is better for just normal data analysis. It is not as complicated as Python.
Right. Thank you.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Now, these are some of the books that you can use, and they are simple to use. They are simple to learn once you get the hang of what is happening. And you have so many of them. All these are books about R that someone can read and understand. Okay. No, this is R for data science. There's so much you can learn from all these books. Okay. Now, let me see what's supposed to say next. So there are books available. Now, I didn't want to talk too much. I just wanted to give you an overview. You have a community and all that you can do. Now I want to, I don't know whether everybody has downloaded this in their computers, but these are the what do you call it? What can I say now? Now, this R is the software itself that does the calculation. The R Studio, it gives you the interface where you can write, you can do your work. Now, this is R.
What's the difference?
This is R now. This is the R Studio. No, this one gives you more usability. So the R itself is behind this one. It's behind now this R Studio. You get the point. I don't know whether you get the point. Don't worry about R and R Studio. When you have this R Studio, this is what you'll be using. And this is where you write your code. This is called the source. This is where you write your code. Here. This is where you write your code and all that. The code is displayed here in the console, and this is where your plots come. If you want to plot something, maybe anything you want to plot comes here. Any diagram comes here, and this is your data. Where when you load your data into the system, it comes at this place called the environment. You see the environment is empty. We have not I've not written anything in anything. one thing about R, it's like it can act as a calculator. Like for example, I would like to get the square root of, you see, it gives you, just you want to know the square root
So
of.
then just a moment.
Uh-huh.
So the first, I can see like four interfaces,
Yes, yes, yes.
and you say the first interface where you write the code,
This is where
and
you
the
write
second
your
one
code.
is what
The second one, this is where
and the
it is.
second one,
When you
it
say
is
enter, this is where your answer comes from. This is where it
okay.
is
That's where you get
executed. Yeah, the
okay.
execution of a code comes here.
And what okay? And what about the right hand side one, the first
This
top
one,
one, the global environment?
the environment. This is where your data, when you import data into your into R, this is where it comes. It shows you
Oh,
what data
okay.
is in this system, the one that you've loaded
Right.
into the R environment, and this is where your plots come
Okay.
into. And what I was saying is that this R can act just as a calculator. For example, what is the square root of 64? And then it gives you see the answer. It comes here. It is 8. See, it is
Huh.
something like that. You see, this is where
Right.
I've
I
written my
see that.
code, and this is where the answers. You can also
Right.
you can do so. You can find, maybe you want the normal distribution. It's called R normal distribution, maybe of 200 sets of data, the mean of maybe say 20, and the standard deviation of 5. So it gives you, these are the numbers, these are the probabilities, that is the numbers that can give you there. I mean, this might be a little bit difficult, but it's simple. You'll get it later. You can also say repeat. You can say repeat 2 9 times, 6 times, and see what it does. It has repeated 2
Right.
6 times. Just so it is not as hard. It is simple as that. So you know what I'm saying? This is where you write your code. This is where it is displayed. You get the point.
Right.
Are
Do
we
but the
together still?
point is, yes, I am. Just a question though.
Yes.
Um, how the hell are we gonna know these short cards like rep and arnom and square?
It's
I
like,
mean, it seems super easy when you do them, but it doesn't seem kind of like that on my side.
don't worry. It's like the way you learned that what is photosynthesis. It is this and that and the other, and then you just get it. And in other places, you asked what is a house. You get what a house is. So it's just some of, okay. The one thing with the coding, you have to, I can say, memorize or maybe store it in your brain somehow. But when the moment you start doing it, then it catches on you. It becomes like normal. It becomes okay to do it. So don't worry about
So
that.
are these cards in the books?
Yes, they are in the books. All these things. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I've said this is where you write your code. This way it is executed, and then gives you the history of where you are, of what you've been doing and all that. Let's say, for example, let me show you some maybe visualization of maybe of a diagram of something. Okay. Um, let's see. Just don't worry about this. It's just in R. It is just to show you what happens. I want to demonstrate. You see, even phones have demos. Now I want to
Right.
do demographics, like maybe the distribution of population and all those things. See, it is executed here. So it tells me to click. And then you see the environment, so the data has come.
Okay.
And then let me click again. You see where my plot has
Right.
showed
Yeah.
itself. This is where the plots go. You can have another plot also. This is like, I don't know what they call this, like a pie chart or something. This is the real pie chart. I don't know what they called the other one. Now these are box plots, and you can zoom them. You can say you want to see the way that it looks like. These are box plots. Don't worry, you know what box plots are. But you must have known what box plots are anyway. Okay. See, this is I don't know. This is testing the Brownian motion. Just some examples of plots where they go. This is a line plot and a dot plot. Point plot. This is a histogram, right? Because you have a frequency and so this is just to show you where everything goes. Okay, I hope that is clear. No, that is the R environment. So you'll have to go to R, download this first, and install it. Then go to RStudio, download it also, and install it. Then first of all, you can leave this one out for now. You do it maybe later. And it is simple. Just go to your browser and just need to, and just write maybe for R itself. You have to just write CRAN. CRAN. It's a project that R was developed in. Let me show you. It comes here. Now you can say download if you are using a Linux or a MacBook, or for Windows, you download here. You go for Windows. Then you say you are downloading it for the first time because you already have it. I may not want to download it just there. If you want to download RStudio, just say RStudio. Then RStudio will just appear there. Let's see. Stability with the internet. These RStudio. RStudio. Can say just download. Now you just download here at your version. Then if you're online, the computers will tell you this is for your Windows, the recommended version for your Windows, but it's better to have this is usually the latest version of R. You just download, just click here and it downloads. Just as simple as that. Okay, let me see. So I've already talked about the source, the console, the environment. That is this of say this is the source, this is the console, this is the environment where your codes come in, and this is where your plots go, and so this is where you have your packages. Our packages are just a set of instructions that help you to do a certain task. So don't worry about that. We'll get into that. Just a set of instructions that makes it simpler. So for example, instead of writing here square root, there's something else you can write. It gives you straightforward the square root, because maybe you have your data frame. You cannot start saying square root for each of those sets of data. So there's simple way, and those are what you call packages. Don't worry about that. We'll get into that. And what else did I want to say? I think that's all. I think I didn't want to say much. I think that is the end of my presentation for now. I don't know whether it suffices or it makes sense for anything.
It is suffices for the day.
Well,
I think next moving forward, we just need to download, and the next time we can move together as a group.
Yeah. So yes. So these are the sites. So I've shared. I don't know. I don't know whether you
the links.
Do you have what do you call it? Okay, I can share the links through the WhatsApp group, but also I would like us to have a folder in Dropbox whereby we can work on it, all of us together, because a Dropbox is better. Because if I have it in my Dropbox, I have it in a folder here. I have a folder here for R learner. So if everybody had a Dropbox account, I would just share this to all of us, and then everybody will have a chance.
Did you check mine? I think I got one.
Okay, you got a Dropbox account. It also will come to your.
Check it out.
Yeah, it will. Yeah. Okay. If you don't have it, it's not a must. You can just come to your email direct. So I think I'll share it through there. So that's all. I didn't have much. That's all I wanted to introduce. But no, this is R. This is what this is. If you have heard of R, this is R, and this is how it looks like. And all these are the packages that I've downloaded myself.
So then, can R do like descriptive statistics?
Descriptive statistics.
Yes.
It does everything, including that, even better. It gives you the mean, the standard deviations, the number of your variables, everything. It will give you a summary of that. If you have your data, you just say, for example, you have your data here. Let's say you have data, just say summary. When you say summary, then it gives you maybe you had your data there, maybe you had written Steve. Then when you do that, when you enter, it just gives you the summary of that data. It's very simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah, and also What else? There are so many things that you can do with this, and we'll start with the basics. So this one you can also take 1 plus 1 also if you want to. It's just like a simple calculator. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I've not completed with these ones. So it's just it acts as a calculator. It does every form of mathematics you want it to do. Yeah, so you see, 1 plus 1 is 2. So it does everything you want it to do for you. It is as simple as that. If you want to draw anything, you want to draw a circle, you want to draw a bar graph, a line graph, or whatever, that's what you can do. I think that's it. That's it for me.